Okay, so let's start with page 3. Now for page 3, this is what we should have. Your heart should be going the right way. Now let's start with the envelope. We will be making an envelope for this page. In your paper pack, you will find this print, the gorgeous angel and love print. Now the first cut we are going to be making is, let's turn our paper so that your angels and love is going this way. Measure over 8 and 1/8 inch and cut. Now this is what you should have. Now let's turn the paper so that it is 12 inches across. Again measure over 8 and 1/8 inch and cut. So this is what you should have, an 8 and 1/8 by 8 and 1/8 inch piece. Now let's take out our scoreboard and our scoring tool. And if you are using the Dress My Craft scoreboard, you will have a envelope making tool here. Okay, this is the envelope making tool here. All your measurements will be given here, as you can see. So I am going to make a 4x6 card. So I have taken an 8 and 1/8 inch by 8 and 1/8 inch paper. So now let's see how to do this. Now you see in the corner there will be a slight indent here. Place this piece lining up here, okay, so that you will feel that this place is flat. Okay, now take your piece, flip this over and place this here for this 8 and 1/8 by 8 and 1/8 inch paper. It's given score at 3 and 3/8, okay, the scale mark. So place this here, line up your paper on one side at 3 and 3/8 inch. Okay, so this is the 3 and 3/8 inch mark. Now take your bone folder and you see the hinge part here. Just score this like this. Okay, then here is your score mark. Rotate it twice to your right, so once and twice. Okay, again line it up to the 3 and 3/8 inch mark and score it right here. Okay, this is where you score. Okay, now as you can see, I hope you can see it good, there is a score line here. So line this score line right at this edge here. Okay, so here is my score line. I am just lining it up with this. Here is my score line. I am lining it up here and I am going to score it from here. Okay, now here is my score line. Again I am going to rotate it twice. So this is the first one and this is the second one. We have a score line here going on. So I am lining this score line with this part. Okay, and I'll be scoring this. So this is how you make an envelope with your scoreboard, guys. Now let's set our scoreboard aside and take out our scissors. As you can see, the score lines of your from your scoreboard would have made a triangle on all 4 sides. Okay, so as you can see, now let's take out our scissors and cut those triangles out. So let me show you guys. So here is one of the triangles, so I'm cutting it. So do the same thing for all 4 sides. Okay, so once you cut all your 4 sides, this is what yours should look like. Now I have this corner punch. So I bought this from Starbucks. You can get this from Dress My Craft too. Now I am going to put this inside and just round my edges here. Okay, I'll do it and show you guys. So this is what mine looks like. Now let's set our base sheet aside. Now fold on all your score lines and burnish it down really good. Okay, this is one of the easiest envelope making methods, guys, because all the measurements and score lines are given straight away to you, so you don't have to worry about any difficulties. So after folding this, fold in your sides and then fold in the other front side. And as you can see, the envelope is formed. If you see that this is hitting here, just cut a little bit away. So mine is hitting a little bit, so I'm just cutting little tiny bit of it, and then now it will be fine. So yep, it's good. So let's take out our glue and let's apply glue to this part here. Okay, to the sides. So I'm applying a good amount of glue here because I want this to be sturdy and I want this album to last generations. So I'm applying a good amount of glue and just folding this over and burnishing this down really good. Okay, use your bone folder, guys. So this is what you should have, guys. For the closure of the envelope, we'll use temporary double-sided adhesive. So don't worry about that. Now let's take out our base sheet here and place this so that it's centered from side to side, and you leave the same gap from below. Okay, so this is how it's going to be placed here. Now flip this over, apply glue to the back, and place this right how I told you guys to. So now I have this temporary adhesive from Wonder Tape, as you can see. Now let's take a bit of it and let's just glue this down right at the edge of the envelope there, so that you can close it. It's not very heavy double-sided tape, guys. It'll give you stickiness for a while, then afterwards you can replace it with another strip of temporary double-sided tape. Okay, so now this is closed now, but if you want to open it, you can just open it like this and it won't create any damage. So close it down and let's start decorating it. So I have this lace from Itsy Bitsy Craft. So I am gluing down right at the top part of this page here. I have glued only the top one. Rest of it are not glued down. So you can stick a smaller pictures here. I'll cut the excess off in a while. I am also gluing the lace at the edge of this envelope flap. So I will be doing the same thing for that side also. Let me do it and show you guys. And I am also gluing this star gem crystal here, right in the middle. So this is what my page looks like, guys. Isn't this beautiful? I love these elements from Craft Tales. Wow, they are just awesome, and this paper is just amazing. And as you can see, this is a beautiful envelope and beautiful page. Now let's take our album out and let's see how it fits now. So this is your third page. This is your first, second and your third page. Now place this so that you are 1/8 inch away from the trim, and this hinge part, you should be 1/8 inch away from that hinge part. If you want, you can move further to the trim, and as usual you should be 1/8 inch away from the top and the bottom of the page. Now flip this over, apply glue and glue this down like this. So I have applied glue. Now I am moving further away from the hinge part and staying 1/8 inch away from the top and bottom of the white inner pages. Okay, now let me just burnish this down. You have to burnish it down really good, guys, because this is a you want this album to stay for generations and generations to come, because this is your cute memories. So you have to be very careful while making this. So burnish it down really good, guys. So this is what mine looks like after gluing this down, guys. Now let's move on to page 4. So for the page 4, we have a similar print of base page, guys. Now we had quite a few pre-cuts. Now let's first start with our right fold out, which measures 7 1/4 by 7 1/4, and we also have 4 1/2 by 6 1/2 picture mat, and then we also had 12 1/2 inches by 6 inch pop-up card, and then the last two pieces were 1/2 inch by 4 inch, and there were two pieces, and we called it mechanism. So I just wrote mech here because I understand it better. Now let's take out our 7 1/4 by 7 1/4 inch fold out, and the scoring for this is, let's take out our scoreboard and lay this piece so that it is 7 1/4 inches across, and score this at 6 3/4 of an inch. Okay, and now fold this and burnish this down really good. Now after burnishing this down, let's hook this like how we did in our page 2. So let's hook this right back behind, and it should be even with your base page. Flip this over, apply glue and tack this down. Now after gluing this down, just flip this over and let's find out our paper for in here. Okay, in your reserves you will find this piece. This piece is 4 3/4 of an inch by 7 inches. Now when you place this towards your left side, you will find that it is a nice fit from top to bottom, leaving you a 1/8 inch border, and leave the same amount of border which you have top and bottom to your left side and glue this down. Now in your scrap pile you will find this piece, which is also again 7 inches, and it is 1 3/4 of an inch across. Now when you place this, you'll see again it is a good fit from top to bottom, but you will see that you are over a little bit, but it's okay. Just overlap with this piece a little bit and leave a 1/8 inch gap from your right side and glue this down. So I have glued mine down. Once you glue this down, just do this, burnish this down really good at the edge where your seams are, so that the seams are no longer visible. Now let's do something for this part. Okay, for this part we will be piggybacking few of our pieces. Now in your reserves you will find this piece, which is 7 inches by 3/4 of an inch. Apply glue to this part and you see the score mark here. Just come a little bit inside and glue this down with a 1/8 inch border. Now I have glued this down, and again you will find another piece which is again the same width and height, which is 4 3/4 by 7 inch, the same as here. We'll have another piece. Apply glue and glue this down right next to this and burnish this really good so that you don't see the seam anymore. So once you are done with this, you will find another piece which is 1 3/8 inch by I think 7 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so now when you place this here, you will notice that you will have to overlap a little bit and you are longer down here. Now place this right next to this and make a mark here where this the other piece ends and slice it down, trim it. So now I have trimmed it down. Now as you can see, when I overlap this, I will be having a good fit. So once you have a good fit, apply glue to the back and glue this down. So this is what yours should look like. Now once you are done with the page, you will not be able to notice all these seam lines, the piggybacking stuff and all. So don't you worry guys. Now let's set this aside and let's start with working with the pop-up card. Okay, so this is what you should have, a 12.5 inch by 6.5 inch paper. Now let's take out our scoreboard and place this so that it is 12.5 inches across, and score this at 3 inches, 6 inches, 9 inches and 12 inches. Okay, so let me repeat it once again: 3 inches, 6 inches, 9 inches and 12 inches. So every 3 inches. Okay, now rotate this so that it is 12.5 inches across and score this at 3 inches. Okay, only one score, so score this at 3 inches. Now let's just cut the half inch part, top half inch part. Okay, so here is the score line. So let me just fold this for you guys to easily understand it. So here is the half inch flap, and here right in the middle you have scored. So now just cut a little bit off at an angle here and cut this from the top. Okay, just this one half, not the entire section guys, only this little bit. Now fold on all the score lines and burnish it down really good. So I have folded and burnished it down. Now you see we cut this half inch flap. Now from there you have to cut all the score lines till this middle score line. Okay, let me cut this and show you. Let me do it for one, then you guys will understand. Do it for all the other 3. So just start slicing this down till this score line here. Okay, do it for the other 2 too. So this is what you should have guys. The 4 flaps here should be here. Now before gluing this down, let's just find our paper for this, have it ready to go, and then start assembling our pop-up card. In your reserves you will find this piece. This piece is 4 1/4 inches wide by 12 inches long. Now the first cut we are going to make is flip this over entirely so that your love is upside down. Measure over 2 3/4 of an inch and cut. This is what you should have. Now turn this so that this is 12 inches across. Measure over 5.5 inches and cut. Measure over again 5.5 inches and cut. So these two you should be having now. Now let's set this aside and again find a paper for the other panels. In your reserves you should have this piece. This piece is 7.5 inches by 9 1/4 inches tall. Now turn this so that it is 9 1/4 inches across. Measure over 2 3/4 of an inch and cut. Measure over again 2 3/4 of an inch and cut. So this is what you should have. Now turn this, double them up and turn this so that it is 7.5 inches across. Measure over 2 3/4 of an inch and cut. Measure over again 2 3/4 of an inch and cut. So these are the 4 pieces that you should have, all 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 inch squares. Now in your reserves you will find this piece. Okay, this piece measures 4 inches by 8 inches. Okay, just flip this piece over so that your angels and hearts are going upside down. Measure over 2 3/4 of an inch and cut. So now this is what you should have. Now rotate this so that it is 8 inches across. Measure over 2 and 3/4 of an inch and cut. Then flip this over, and from the bottom here measure over 2 and 3/4 of an inch and cut. So this is what you should have. So now all our papers are ready. Now let's take out our pop-up card here, and then the first thing we are going to be doing is, you see the 1/2 inch flap here. We are going to apply glue to this part. Let me show you guys. Apply glue to this part here. And then fold this over. You see the last part here. Just fold this over right like this and glue this down. And burnish this down really good, okay? To make a box type. Now after gluing this down, this is what you should have. Now bend all these papers on towards you, okay? And burnish this down really good. So this is what you should have. Now for the papers, let's start gluing down our decorative papers. So now make sure that the part you glued down, the 1/2 inch flap, is towards your back side, and just stand this up like this and take out your two 5.5 inches by 2 3/4 inch piece and glue this down here, okay? Leaving a 1/8 inch border all around. Glue this down right like this, okay? Let me show you guys. Have to glue this down like this, okay? It's okay if you have a little more gap at the bottom. No one is going to be noticing it. Glue one here and the other one this side, okay? So after gluing this down, this is what you should have. Now let's take care of these parts. I will be gluing 2 of these here, okay? Make sure you're away from your flap here, okay? The score line, and 2 of these right on top, okay? Let me glue this and show you guys. So this is what you should have. Now for the inside part here, you have the other 2 pieces here. Glue this down right like this, okay? Leaving a 1/8 inch border. This is what you should have at the end. Now let's set this aside and start working with our 1/2 inch by 4 inch strips, okay? We have 2 of those. Let's take out our scoreboard and place this so that it was 4 inches across, and let's score this at 1/2 inch and at 3.5 inches, okay? Do the same for this side too, 1/2 inch and 3.5 inches. Now for the fold lines, fold one side towards you, okay? Towards you, and the other one towards the opposite side of you, okay? So this is what you should have, a zigzag one. Do the same for this, towards you and then that side, okay? Then let me first erase this and come back. Now let's take this and let's just stand this up. Now let me tell you how this is going to be placed here. Now you see the 2 empty white things here. These both are going to be glued down to these pages, so that when you open this is what you should have, and your pop-ups will be popping out like this. Now so this piece is going to be placed at this part and this part, okay? So let's start gluing this down. Let me show you first, then you guys do it, because you might be confused by now. So apply glue on these flaps, okay? And glue one on the place where this is fully straight and one to this part, okay? Make sure you're even. If you need to adjust it by closing and opening the pop-up card, you can. This part need not be that perfect because no one is going to be noticing it. So just close this and open it and adjust this. I have adjusted mine. Now let me do the same thing for this side. First let me apply some glue on the flaps, okay? The opposite side flaps. Now let me just place this right beside the other one here, okay? You need not be perfect again, guys. I'm telling you, you need not be perfect. No one is going to see what's inside this. They're just going to adore the pop-up elements. Now just close this and adjust it until your liking, okay? For your liking. After adjusting it, this is what mine looks like. Now let's take out our acetate sheet and our elements to start decorating this piece. So now I have these scrap pieces from my previous projects, the acetate sheets. Now I will be gluing this to this part inside. We've glued this 1/2 inch strip, right? I'll be gluing this to this one here. Let me glue this and show this to you. So I hope you can see the acetate sheet that I have glued down to the pages here, I mean the strips here. Now let me glue down some elements and then show you guys an idea what all can you also do it. So this is what my inside looks like now. But before decorating these parts, let's take out our base page and start gluing this down. So now first close this so that your white plain parts are here and here. So apply glue to one side Beware of this core line here, guys. Don't apply glue there. Now you see the edge here and the edge of this paper. Come maybe a quarter of an inch above the base page and just glue this down and burnish this down really good. Now the next thing you will do is apply glue to this white part here and then close the this flap over so that this part also glues down to the base page. So after applying glue, close this part and burnish this down really good. So I have burnished this down. Now when you open this up, this is what yours should look like. Isn't this beautiful, guys? Now you can leave this as it is, but I am going to decorate this a little bit and let me show you guys. So after decorating mine, this is what mine looks like. Now this is a very simple layout, guys. So I have glued only certain amount of elements here. Now let's close this up and take out our 4.5 by 6.5 inch picture mat here, and as you can see, if you center this from side to side and top to bottom, it will be a good fit. Now apply glue to the back and glue this down right here. And after gluing this down, take out this piece from your reserve. This piece is 12 inches by 4.25 inches. Now turn this so that it is 12 inches across. Measure over 6.25 inches and cut. Now this is what you should have. If you place this on top of this white picture mat here, you will notice that you will have a 1/8 inch border on all four sides. So if you have so, apply glue and glue this down. So I have added some tags which says love is in the air. I have only glued down the sides of it. The same over here, you and me forever. I have glued only the top part of this. And here I love you to the moon and back. Now I will show you one of the same photos which I showed you earlier. So you can paste this back behind this piece so that none of your tags are disturbed and it looks beautiful, isn't it? So this is what your page looks like, and when you open this and take this out, this is what your pop-up card looks like. Now let's start applying red tacky tape all around the four corners of the page. Let me show you this. I've also lined one in the middle and two on either sides. Now after lining this up, burnish this down really good, and let's start placing this in our album. So let's take out our album, guys, and flip this over to page 4. Now this is what your page should look like. Now I have removed my backing here. Make sure your flap is towards your right side, and again the same way, stay 1/8 inch away from the hinge part here and 1/8 inch away from top and bottom. Okay, then open this up and burnish this down really good. Burnishing this tacky tape is really important, guys, so please do burnish this down properly. So after burnishing this down, just take a look at it side by side. Isn't this gorgeous? Now let me open this up and show it to you guys. So cute, isn't it? I love this page. I love everything about this. Now you can paste again a picture here and here, so that you can utilize the space better. Now let's move on to page 5.